Hello, everybody. So glad to see you. Hello, everybody. So glad to see you. Hello, second graders. So glad to see you. Hello, everybody. Let's play ukulele. Hello, everyone. It's great to see you again this week. Usually when we're in music class, we have a goal listed for the day and we have our schedule of the activities we're going to do that day to reach our goal. And I thought this would be really helpful even while we're doing it with videos. So today our goal is that students will be able to play an F chord and we'll continue practicing the C chord and practicing our strumming. We're going to start off by checking our tuning. Then we'll review the C chord and review Skip to My Lou. Then it's time to go on to our new F chord, and we're going to use both the F chord and the C chord to play part of Yellow Submarine. So I'm going to keep this over here to help us stay on track so you know what's coming ahead. Okay, so let's check our tuning. Remember, if this is difficult for you, please go ahead and have your parents help you before you get started with playing today. Doesn't sound too bad, but I'm going to check on my piano. Yeah. Good. Okay, so remember, if your ukulele is in tune, leave your tuning pegs alone. If it's not in tune, the top string here is G. Let's leave an open left hand, holding it correctly, and play 4 Gs. All right. If yours sounded slightly lower than my G, you're going to need to tighten your tuning peg. If it sounded higher than mine, you're going to need to loosen it. You can always refer to the tuning video I attached in our first lesson. The second string down from your face is the C string. Let's play 4 strings. Ready? Play. 4 C's. Good job. Again, if that's lower than my C, you need to tighten the string. If it's higher sounding, you need to loosen it. All right, next one down is E. Great. Make sure that's the right pitch. And now the one closest to your lap, this is actually called the first string, is A. All right, we're sounding pretty good. If you need to pause the video to check your tuning or get help from an adult, please do. Remember, when you're tuning, minor adjustments and minor turns of the tuning peg will adjust the string. You do not need to make big turns. That's more likely to damage your string. Okay, so let's move on. Great job. It's time to review the C chord. All right, so our left hand is the hand we use to form our chords. And for the C chord, remember we're using our third finger. Our thumb is just kind of resting on the back of the ukulele. Pointer finger is fingers 1. Middle finger is finger 2. Ring finger is finger 3. And pinky is finger 4. So we're using our third finger, our ring finger, on the 3rd fret of the A string. Make sure your finger is just behind the gold bar, not on the gold bar. And then you're going to strum with your right hand. Wonderful. All right, let's count off together. We'll do 4 strums of C, rest for 4, 4 more of C. We'll keep that pattern going until I say stop. Ready? Here we go. 1, 2, play your C chord. 1, 2, 3, stop. Rest. 2, ready, play. 1, 2, 3, stop, rest. 2, ready, play. 1, 2, 3, stop, rest. 2, ready, play. 1, 2, 3, stop, rest, and now we're done. Good. Okay, if that was difficult, go ahead, rewind the video and try again. We're now going to switch to our Skip to My Lou song. For Skip to My Lou, we played 8 beats of C. We rested for 8 beats and came back in on C. So let's practice it without the words. This is just the beginning of Skip to My Lou. All right. 1, 2, ready, play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, stop. Good job. Now we're ready to try it again. 1, 2, ready, play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, stop. Good job. Now this time I'm going to be filling in the G chord in between those 2 C's. So while you're resting for 8 beats, I play the G chord. If you've worked ahead and looked up online what the G chord is, you want to give it a try, go ahead. But for right now, you're going to rest and I'll play G. 1, 2, start on C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now rest. I'm on G. Get ready. Play again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Stop. Good. Let's practice that one more time. Here we go. On our C. 1, 2, ready, play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, rest. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, play. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, rest. Great job. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and sing the words now. I'll be playing the other chords, and you're going to help me out at the beginning part where we play the C chord. 8 beats of C, 8 rests. 8 more beats of C. 1, 2, ready, C. Lost my partner, what'll I do? Rest. Lost my partner, what'll I do? Play C. Lost my partner, what'll I do? Rest. Skip to my Lou, my darling. Skip, skip, skip to my Lou. Skip, skip, skip to my Lou. Skip, skip, skip to my Lou. Skip to my Lou, my darling. Good. All right, we're taking it pretty slow, but feel free to speed up on your own when you're ready. Now, we've got the beginning down with 8 C's, 8 rests while I play G, and 8 more C's. What I'll do now is I'll go ahead, if you just keep your finger ready on the C, I'll call out when you need to come back in for C so that you can help me play the C's of the rest of the song. When you're at home, if you refer to the music I attached to our last lesson, you can follow along, sing, and play your C chord whenever there's a big C above the music. That represents it's time to play the C chord. So for this, we'll do our 8 of C, 8 rests, 8 of C. Then there's only 4 of G, and I'll call you back in for 12 bars of C. When I say rest, we've got another 8 of G, then we've got 8 of C, 4 of G, and 4 of C. Again, that'll be easier if you pull up your music and follow along. Here we go. Start with our 8 beats of C. 1, 2, ready, play. Lost my partner, what'll I do? Rest. Lost my partner, what'll I do? Play C. Lost my partner, what'll I do? Rest. Skip to my loop, back to C. Darling, skip, skip, skip to my loop. Rest. Skip, skip, skip to my loop, back to C. Skip, skip, skip to my loop. Rest. Skip to my loop. I play the C. Darling. So hopefully that was a little bit of a challenge, and you can rewind that and see if you can practice more of the Skip to My Lou song with me. Great. So now it's time to learn the F chord. To play your F chord, you're going to put your first finger on the first fret of the E string. The E string is the third down from your face. Then you're going to put your second finger, your middle finger, on the second fret of the G string. That's the string closest to your face. We now have an F chord. I moved my third finger so you can see this is not touching any string. It just sort of has to hang out here. The ones that are on my pointer finger, my first finger on the first fret of the E string, that's 1, 2, 3 strings down from my face, and my second finger, my middle finger, on the second fret of G, which is the string closest to my face. That's our F chord. So let's just take a moment. Sometimes you might feel like you get some indents on your fingers. That's okay. All right, if it hurts a little bit, take a break. But really what happens is your fingers kind of toughen up and eventually it doesn't bother you. So put your fingers on the F and we'll play 4 beats of F and take 4 rests. 1, 2, here we go. Rest, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Rest, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Rest, 2, and stop. Great. More with the F chord. So in the attachment I've sent with this video, there's the explanation of the F chord, and then there's a little song called Strum the Uke, I think. Yeah, Strum the Uke. So the song Strum the Uke is just the F chord, and we're going to play it now. So you're just going to keep a steady strum on your F chord. singing this to the tune of Row, Row, Row Your Boat. So here we go. Strum, strum, strum the uke, that's the way we play. I don't ever want to stop, I think I'll strum all day. Strum, strum, strum the uke, that's the way we play. I don't ever want to stop, I think I'll strum all day. So hopefully you can keep a steady beat. Try singing along with that song. If it's difficult to strum and sing, just rewind the video, let me do the singing, and practice strumming along with my beat. Okay, great job. I hope you're feeling more confident with the F chord. Now we're going to move on to Yellow Submarine. For this, I'd like to practice changing chords from the F chord to the C chord. And this is also in the attachments I'm sending with this video. So you can pull this up and practice it on your own. But here's a visual of what we're going to do. We're going to start off by playing the F chord for 4 beats. And then we'll do 4 beats of rest while we switch to C and play 4 beats of C. So this is the first round of this exercise. Let's do it together now. I've got my first finger on the first fret, second finger in the second fret. I'm ready for F. So I'm going to play 4 beats of F, then rest and switch to C. 1, 2, ready, play. 1, 2, 3, stop, switch to C, ready, play. Rest again. Let's go back to F. Switch to C, ready, play. 1, 2, go back to F. Switch to C, ready, play. Great! So you can do that as many times until it feels comfortable. Then you're ready for the next exercise. There we go. For this one, you're going to do 2 beats of rest. So you play the F chord for 4 beats and only rest for 2 beats while you switch to C and then play your 4 beats of C. So we'll try that one together now. Here we go. I'm ready on F. 1, 2, ready, play. 1, 2, 3, rest, C. 1, 2, ready. 1, F. 1, 2, 3, 4, play, C. 1, 2, 3, 4, play, F. 1, 2, 3, 4, play, C. 1, 2, 3, 4, play, F. 1, 2, 3, 4, play, C. 1, 2, 3, 4. Great job. Our last one is where there are no switches. There's no rest during the switch, I'm sorry. So you're going to play this time F for 8 beats, 2 measures of F, and then switch right to C for 8 beats. Okay, let's try this one together. This is our last exercise so that we're ready to work on Yellow Submarine. My fingers are ready in F, and I'm ready to play. 1, 2, 8 of F. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch to C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back to F. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch to C. 1, 2, ready to go to Yellow Submarine. We did our tuning, our C chord, skip to my Lou. You guys are doing a great job in the F chord. And now we're ready, since we practiced switching from the F to the C chord. If the tempo was fast for you in the video, take some time to practice those exercises on your own. Start a little slower and practice your switching from F to C. Once you got it, you're ready to play the song. Okay, so this song, we start off with F for 4 beats. Again, this is in your attachments. We have C for 8, F for 8, because it continues here, C for another 8, and F for 4. So if you think of F as 4 at the beginning, 4 at the end, then you just alternate C, F, C for 8 beats. Okay, so we're going to try that together without the singing. And then you can practice on your own. All right, here's F for 4. 1, 2, start with F. 1, 2, switch to C. 1, 8 of C. 3, 4, 5, 6, switch to F. 1, 2, 3, 8 of F. 5, 6, switch to C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, switch back to F. 1, 2, ready, stop. Good job. Let's try it one more time. And again, if you need to rewind to practice, feel free. Also, if you need to go slower, stop the video, take some time practicing slower on your own until you're ready to do this beat level. All right, starting with F for 4, and we switch to C for 8. 1, 2, start with F. 1, 2, 3, switch to C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, back to F. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, back to C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, back to F. 1, 2, ready, stop. Great job. You're ready. All right, so we're ready to play Yellow Submarine with the words. Remember, this is just part of the song. 1, 2, ready, and we all live in a yellow submarine, yellow submarine, yellow submarine. We all live in a yellow submarine, yellow submarine, yellow submarine. Great job. Please take your time practicing this, and I can't wait to see you next week. We'll be doing more chords, more switching, more strumming. All right, thanks everyone. Bye.